as you're doing.
Difficulty following what the witness is saying, Your Honor.
What is important is what is recorded. We are following the English translation. We don't understand Creole, and that's what matters to us.
Now, Mr. Cisse, you were going on to... No, let's look at it in this way. Let's go back to that document in front of you, please. When, in November 1996, Fode Sanko appointed Bokari as Battle Group Commander, was that a promotion?
Yes, now.
Yes, it was a promotion because at that time, Bokri was a captain and battalion commander from Payama Jungle under Matthew Kennedy Cisse.
At the time of the promotion of Bokari, was anybody else promoted?
Well, I was the only one that was re-promoted from captain to major. Apart from that, no other person was promoted.
Now, in March, you tell us that Bokari was appointed as battlefield commander, yes?
Yes, that's what I see.
Yes, that's what I said.
To describe some other promotions at that time, could I ask you to start right at the beginning, please, and assist us with who was promoted at that time in March 1997?
Mr. Sanko promoted Sam Bokri to colonel, battlefield commander, from major. He promoted Mike Lamin from major to colonel. Although he was in Monrovia, he was promoted in absentia.
Anybody else?
He promoted Superman from major to colonel.
Anybody else?
He promoted Isaac Mungo from major to colonel.
Anybody else?
He promoted me from from major to lieutenant colonel, battle group commander.
Anybody else?
Peter Vandy
from staff captain to lieutenant colonel.
Anybody else?
Jibril Masakoe from staff captain to lieutenant colonel.
Anybody else?
And Alfred Brown, reinstated as signal commander.
Now, where was Sanko when in March 1997 he authorized these promotions?
I've been there, Abidjan, after this.
After he sent this promotion, he was in Abidjan, and after a few days, he traveled to Nigeria and he was arrested there.
Now, I want us to be quite clear about this, Mr. Cisse. Who was it who ordered these promotions? Was it Mr. Sanko, or was it in fact Charles Taylor?
No, this one had nothing to do with Mr. Taylor. It was an RAF business, and Fode Sanko was the CIC for the RAF. So he was the one who thought it to himself that he should give out the promotions before he traveled to Nigeria together with Steve Bio.
At the time of these promotions, as far as you're aware, March 1997, was there any contact between Fode Sanko and Charles Taylor?
No idea.
No, I never heard of that.
Let's go back to the sheet, please. Upon your departure, paragraph 2, I initiated contact with Ulima. Now help us. How was that contact initiated, Mr. Cisse?
Well,
Well, at this time, we were living in Gema. We were staying in Gema. After we had escorted Mr. Sankar Boydu and he had gone, that is myself, Peter Vandy, and Your Honor, can the witness call the last name?
The interpreter missed something. So let's start again. At that time, we were living in Gema. We were staying in Gema. After we had escorted Mr. Sanko to Boydu and he had gone, that is myself, Peter Vandy, and who?
Sambokri, and the others like Kennedy, Matthew Kennedy, Sise, and Lawrence Womandea. All of us went, so we returned, all of us, back to Gema. So after 2 days, Sambokri said he was going to the border to try and meet the Ulimo to make contact at Foya.
And did he go to Foya? Did he go to the borderline?
Yes.
Yes, he went there along with Matthew Kennedy Sise, his bodyguards, Sambokri's bodyguards, Matthew Kennedy Sise, and one other vanguard, Big Daddy, and C.O. Sile. All of them went.
By what means did they go to the borderline from Gema?
Well, they walked, because at that time we hadn't any vehicle. They walked.
So they walked.
Yes.
Did they go armed?
Yes, let me.
Yes, they were armed.
At the time that they went to the borderline, who controlled that borderline?
At this time, like,
At this time, it was the Ulimo that was in control of the borderline. Well, Liberia and Sierra Leone was the RAF. So they walked from Gema to Boydu, from Boydu through Kangama to Koindu, then from Koindu they walked to Bendu, and they contacted the Ulimo across the border in Mendekoma. So they met them, they greeted them, and they told the Ulimos, those who were at the border, that they had come to see their commanders at Foya. So the Ulimos who were at the border, the lieutenant, said, okay, go. So all of them walked, because Bokri went with a group of about a platoon of men. So when they arrived in Foya, the Ulimo were going with the idea that Bokri and the RAF in Kailan wanted to surrender, like what had happened in the Pujon district.
And so what happened?
so upon the arrival,
So upon Sambokri's arrival, together with his delegation in Foya, the commander there sent a message to their headquarters, the Ulimo headquarters at Fonjama. And some Ulimo generals came, but at that time I didn't know them. I only heard their names, but later I knew them.
Before we lose sight of this, I just want to clarify a couple of matters. Firstly, you said this a few lines moments ago. A platoon of them went. So when they arrived in Foya, the Ulima were going with the idea that Bokri and the RUF in Kailahun wanted to surrender like what happened in the